Hey guys, it's the Melee 5, Maximum Mega Man 6. Last time, we defeated Centaur Man and Windman, finishing off the Robot Masters, and are now taking on Mr. X in his fortress, starting off with the second stage, where we're in space! So much of this being about the world, we're just in space now, and I realized that maybe Yamato's Spear would be pretty good for this. Let's see. Okay, Yamato's Spear does not work on Mets. They are the ultimate shield. Which makes me just wonder why Wily just doesn't make all of his robots out of the same material as the Mets, but whatever. Okay, then. So in this little area over here, you gain like a little bit of extra weapon energy. I'm gonna try and, there, fill up Yamato's Spear. Then, I mean, I could just use the energy equalizer for this, but there, just fill Flame Blast back up. And it gives you a little bit of a heads up that you're gonna be dealing with those enemies. One of which is obviously gonna respawn, so, and just barely didn't get hit by as well, thank God. Now, those little sort of, I don't really know what to call them, those little grate things that sort of like, you know, let you pass through that we first saw in Blizzard Man stage. Watch out for those, because they're going to be used in very tricky situations later on. And this is like a recurring trend across the Mr. X stages, is that the jet adapter just breaks everything. Those platforms will drop down shortly after you stand on them, but you can just fly over them. And then, you have to use it here to go over this. And then I think this is where they start using it. Yes, they start using them as traps here. It's a trap! You gotta jump over them, otherwise you'll get stuck down there. And then this one's obviously you got spikes to deal with. And I want to make sure he pops his head out first and should have reacted faster. Whatever. Then again, they're gonna use. Oh, thank you so much. Then, damn it! Just move on. I think we're done with that now. We got the skull enemies from Tomahawk Man's stage on the ground, but you can easily avoid them with the jet adapter. And that is a bottomless pit down there, so be careful about that. Oh, thank God. Go! Shit! Shit! Then he's gonna jump over here, so kill him fast. Then wait for him to drop that down. Then move on. I don't remember this particular stage being long, though. I actually think this is actually just before the boss door right now. Which I just noticed that most of the stage is Mets, but there's no Met boss this time, I swear to you. Okay, and then... damn it. Okay. This boss is a little tricky. Its weakness is the Silver Tomahawk, but it's a bit weird to fight, I'll just say. Silver Tomahawk's also the only really effective way to hit the damn thing to begin with, so I'm a bit nervous about this. We've got this machine that's climbing the walls. It constantly fires shots at you and drops rocks from the ceiling, so you're pretty much doing a bullet hell the entire fight. It's very tricky to dodge everything that gets thrown at you here. And obviously you have to try and accurately hit the damn thing with the Silver Tomahawk anyway to begin with. Now I'm gonna have to use another frickin' energy tank here as well. I know there's plenty more, but still, it annoys me. I'd like to obviously save those up for the end. Obviously sometimes the thing decides to move in the middle of it, crawling the walls, and you miss as a result of that. Just please, hit the damn thing. Okay, one more should do it. One more! One fucking more! One more! Oh my God, thank you! I fucking hate that thing! Well, that was pretty much the hardest point in the game out of the way. And amongst all my anger, I literally just remembered something that I should have brought up ages ago. Back on the title screen, I alluded to some interesting trivia regarding the fact that this game was released after Mega Man X, but still on the NES. For starters, I guess because of the timing or something, Capcom did not want to publish this game. Instead, I believe it was Nintendo that published this game, so no wonder Mega Man is in Smash Bros. But also, this game was never released in Europe. The first time Mega Man X6 became available to play in Europe was when it was released on the 3DS Virtual Console. Because despite the fact that there was the Anniversary Collection for the PlayStation 2 GameCube and Xbox, that also was never released in Europe. And the same goes for the X Legacy Collection. So yeah, it's only been a few years ago that this game ever became freaking playable to anyone in Europe. Which is just completely absurd. It's like, you go from this game to 7. Like, you go from 5 to 7 if you're in Europe, which is just completely baffling to me. Anyway, for starting off the stage, obviously you get an energy tank if you go up that ladder. Unfortunately, it's a dead end though, so then you have to fight against the Benki again. I believe that's what it's called. You have to use Rush Jet to get up there. Of course you do. Right, now oh, great. I'm gonna get hit here by his little twirling thing. No. What the hell? I thought Yamato's spear pierced every single kind of shield, but nope. Not in this case. I'm just climbing up instead then. This is another stage that gets completely broken by the Rush Jet adapter, because there's a lot of bottomless pits you gotta traverse over, which you can just easily go over with Rush Jet anyway. Anyway. Oh, God. Damn you! Alright. There, this is the main gimmick of the stage. These platforms. They have a bit of a seesaw effect to them, as you can see here. But again, when you got Rush Jet, why even frickin' bother? Because you can just kill them all really frickin' fast. The only issue is really these enemies, just because you need to use a charge shot in order to kill them, which you can't use with the Rush Jet adapter! Just go. Oh, come on, really? Alright then, now we can switch back. But anyway, a little bit of an... Oh, God damn it, you sons of bitches! White? Oh my god. They're like solid objects, so... Oh, thank God. That was some weird slowdown there for a second. Is that the first time I've experienced any sort of slowdown in this game? Because I thought the Legacy Collection would sort of like fix that. Get through here, and then destroy... Oh, thank you. Okay, moving on. Okay, now it looks like you get something interesting if you go around this way, because you got, like, a longer pathway to go through. All you get at the end, which you don't even need to go through this way in order to get, is, like, 2 small bits of health pellets. That's it. So don't even bother trying to go through there. You're just more likely to get hit, and it's not even worth it at the end. Anyway, what I was trying to say is, with this whole, like, international, you know, theme of this game, with all the Robot Masters being from different countries and stuff, it's always made me kind of wonder, like, I would imagine that if this game was made during, like, the modern era by, like, anybody on the internet, then probably all of the Robot Masters would be, like, racist stereotypes and shit. Like, I'm probably only gonna bring up, like, a few examples here so I don't offend anybody, but, like, things like, I would imagine, like, for the American Robot Master, it'd probably be, like, a fat dude, only because, again, that's just a stereotype. That's not me trying to say, like, every single person in America is fat, even though there is an obesity problem. And, or maybe, you know, he could be, like, Trump Man or something, like, Mr. X's plans for world domination are gonna be so good. It's gonna be great! But yeah, I imagine that the Japanese one would be probably, like, called, like, Otaku Man or something, and, like, he 6 anime girls onto you. Well, again, this is gonna be making fun of myself now, but, Nightman instead would be, like, Brexit Man or something, and he wants to leave the Robot Master stage select and become an independent stage. And, you know, so on and so forth. I could go on about it, I'm probably gonna end up offending a lot of people. Like, the only other one I can think of, like, maybe is, like, for, like, the Greek one, it's, like, Failed Economy Man instead or something. There you go. There's an idea for a fan hack right there. Racist Mega Man 6. Just make everybody a stereotype for no reason other than just the hilarity and offensiveness factor. There's some weird Mega Man fan hacks out there, so I wouldn't be surprised if anybody did that. And get through here. Now, I remember this boss not being that hard, though, so you should have an easy time. He's weak to Blizzard attack as well. He's pretty easy to hit with it. We have a Met in this large tank body, the strongest Met of them all. He fires these shots. He has multiple ways of using these shots. He has that straight one right there, which is very easy to avoid, just stand still. But he has these ones where he bounces them around. Of course, he keeps constantly moving, but you should still be able to hit him with Blizzard attack anyway, regardless. Although, unfortunately, it means you have to kind of use up all of it. Or, no, I can just finish him off with, like, a regular shot here. Just add insult to injury. There, you die like any other Met from one regular shot. Now on to the final Mr. X stage, where again, I'm pretty sure you get some lives and energy tanks in this stage, as well as I remember that there's a large weapon energy thing at the beginning, which I'm probably going to put towards Blizzard Attack anyway, by not even switching to it, just use Energy Equalizer on it. I also need to get Silver Tomahawk back, because I know that's going to be a weakness later on. Anyway, they put these cannons here, but you can just sort of shoot for them like this, and I did not know the charge shot didn't go through them. Interesting. I wanted that! I wanted that. Anyway, tiny hops to get across this, and move on. I don't remember this stage being particularly long either. I got another sliding thing like in Mega Man 5, but at least this time the bottom one is definitely death, and you do not get any reward for going that way. If you go up here, though, I believe there is an energy tank or a life in one of these blocks. I could be wrong, though. Well, there's a large bit of health. And more weapon energy. That should go to Silver Tomahawk. Just double check here. Yeah, it does. Alright. Now, this is going to be actually a bit tricky right now because of his placement, but okay. Charge up. And oh, thank God. I thought I messed up there for a second. Okay, you got more of these blocks here. Even though I haven't mentioned this before, as you probably guessed, you cannot slide when you're using the power adapter, which is pretty obvious because it doesn't really look like something you'll be able to slide in anyway. So you can get another energy tank here, then get some more weapon energy here, and I can still charge, thank God. You still get hit anyway. It's just like the frickin' spikes. Alright then. Oh, shit. I didn't want to deal with this. This is the main gimmick of the stage. You got these platforms here. They shoot out these weird enemies that I always felt look like eyeballs, but they're actually supposed to be eggs, and then they unleash these birds that fly towards you. You have to make a lot of tricky jumps while those things are coming straight towards you, so you don't want that to keep constantly being on your ass the whole time. There's actually a little bit of a tricky jump at the end of the section because you gotta, like, sort of jump through two of those at once, and I believe that for the rest of this room, at least, I know those X blocks appear later on, that's the last time we're really going to be able to use those instead. One shot destroys the egg, and then one shot destroys the bird anyway. Like here, you gotta, like, do that in order to get through. But again, Jet Adapter makes it quite easy anyway. And we've got one of these cannons from Plant Man stage. And if I could, thank you, then I don't think there's going to be anything in those blocks, but I might as well check just to be sure. Nothing in there. Nothing in there, okay. So then I'm just going to switch back. It does kind of get a little bit tedious to constantly switch back and forth between those. I mean, they're pretty much mostly optional, though, so it isn't that bad. You son of a bitch! Well, okay, I can at least show you what I mean by Yamato's Spear of Piercing Shields, because it goes through shield attack. I said it goes through shield attackers! There, and does quite a bit of damage. Another split pathway here. If you stay on the current level you're at, you're gonna do like more of like that section before you gotta jump through those bird things while also dealing with those cowboy robots from Tomahawk Man stage. This way, I'm gonna get hit here. You only really have to deal with these exploding things that are reminiscent of the enemies from Stone. Why? You asshole! But anyway, this section is much easier to go through anyway, and you get, I believe you get extra stuff in this. Just these are the only enemies you're gonna have to deal with the whole time. I swear to Jesus, nothing is working anymore in this game. Why? I hate you with the bloody charge shot! There. They do explode a little bit after they fall to the ground as well, and I'm gonna get hit here. There. There, that's what I've been trying to do the whole goddamn time! And then just wait for him to explode. And then kill him. Get a little bit of health back, thank God. And there you go. You get an extra life, which I believe puts me at 9 now. Yes, it does. I've got the maximum after dying so many in the Robot Master stages. This is where the paths come back together, and I believe we're very close to the end of the stage. There's another energy tank here. I've already got the maximum, though. I'm just saying, there's one of those X blocks here, so you can use it to sort of block the bird, but as a result, you won't be able to get that energy tank. I noticed that these birds are basically like evil versions of Beat. Like, I don't know why it's taking me that long to sort of realize it, but alright, gonna wait for him to miss. Okay. Wait, why am I doing this? I should just be using the jet adapter. It's so much easier. My only worry is, like, if I get hit in midair, and then the knockback's gonna send me into a pit, but that's all. If I can kill you, then... go on ahead! Oh god, you can't even see where you're going there. Okay, there's the Mr. X logo, which signifies we're right in front of the boss door. Go! There! Barely making it into the door! For God's sakes! Anyway, Mr. X himself is very easy. He is weak to Flame Blast, and as long as you just stand in the corner and time your jumps right, he will never hit you. He comes in like a wrecking ball. He fires, well, he should be, firing these shots on the ground, which you can just easily jump over, and that's it. Keep this up, and you win. It's very easy. He's got a massive hitbox to easily hit with the Flame Blast. And I got hit anyway. Of course! Of course! My scheme for world domination has failed, D! But I still have enough power to destroy you! Oh my god, it was Dr. Wily the whole time! Nobody saw that coming at all! Let the final battle begin! In my Super Asian fortress! So now that we have reached Wily's fortress, with him shockingly being Mr. X the whole time, I mean, how could you not tell? So, next time in Mega Man 6, we are going to take care of Dr. Wily, now that he has been revealed to be the secret identity of Mr. X. So take care, I'll see you guys next time. Man, I fucked up that outro.